Hi YouTube, this is Sasha and Alicia with Chat Tea.
We are two best friends navigating life in two different states. Join us as we share all the tea on 90 Day Fiancé, Bravo, and a little bit about us. Single life for me, married life for Sasha.
All right, guys, so today we are going to do a review on Darcey and Stacey on TLC. And we are at Season 1, Episode 6. This episode is called Caught on Tape. So let's get on with it. Oh, and before that, please remember to go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. And we'd love it if you would like our video. It helps us out. And please comment and get this conversation started. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about Darcey and Stacey. We want to hear your guys' thoughts. All right, guys, on with the episode. So I was really, really excited, Alicia, to watch this episode because I knew, I want to know what the hell is up with Florian. This was the episode. I'm like, all right, the other ones have been okay. We've been leading up. I'm ready. I want to know. I want to know the dirt.
I was hoping, and I was kind of just hoping to see a different, emotion from him. I mean, come on.
Yep. I saw a meme that said, he had the personality of a rice cake. And I was like, yeah,
Yep.
Kind of sums it up.
Yep, zero flavor. You see a little cream cheese on him.
Ooh, that might be good. No, still hate rice cakes. Sorry, that's not going to help.
Same.
So we start off with Darcey and her daughters, and they are just entering coronavirus. So they are going to go to the store and they're going to stock up on supplies, and they kind of have no idea what to expect. Her younger daughter... Darcey doesn't.
Her daughter, when they were driving to the store, that conversation got me.
Yeah.
It got me in my feels because, like I said last week, it's just that whole... When we start to relive those moments, of coronavirus and...
It's like Darcey's that, where was I when? I remember where I was
Darcey's when. Okay... We need the essentials.
Yep.
We need some food. We need toilet paper. And her daughter's like, yeah, Mom, you're not going to find that. And it was like, I remember the toilet paper outage of 2020.
I'm so glad I regularly shop at Costco, and I always have plenty of toilet paper. So,
oh my gosh, me too.
I bought some. Yeah.
Side note, I bought some about a week before all the chaos happened in Oregon. And then I literally just bought a new pack 2 days ago at Costco.
Oh, see?
Thursday. I went on Thursday.
Perfect.
It's back in stock, y'all. You didn't need to hoard it.
It is. It's everywhere. I've bought plenty.
But yeah, driving with her daughters and then her daughter bringing up prom.
Oh, that was so sad. I felt so bad for her daughter. And she's like, I just bought my dress. And I'm thinking, how much would that suck? I loved my proms. They were so much fun. I couldn't imagine not having that memory with my friends and that time to get all dressed up. And I don't know.
I mean, I didn't go, so I have no sympathy for that. But
I love that.
It was very interesting. Her mom throwing out these ideas, maybe you can do a video with them. You can do a TikTok.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Mom. But, that's what they did. And I remember seeing it all over social media. That is what the teenagers did. They did fun TikToks.
Yep.
They did virtual. I actually have a former coworker. He volunteered to host homecoming at his house because he's got a bunch of land and stuff for the kids in school because they're not back in school yet.
So everyone dance in your circles.
Yeah. I'm like, you're an idiot, Bill. And I was like, you need to have... Side note, I'm like, you need to have them sign a waiver that if they get coronavirus, you're not responsible. He goes, oh, I do? And I'm like,
yes, you definitely need a waiver. Release of liability.
So think of now, it's these things, but, my point is, those memories for your kids. I get it.
Yeah.
Darcey's got a daughter that's clearly excited. One of them's really excited. The other one's just like...
Well, she's younger, so it's not her turn yet. So...
Oh, is she the younger one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was the older one.
No, she's the younger one.
Looks older.
So, yeah, I mean, and at least they had these things to fall back on with social media and TikTok and all this stuff. I mean, back in our day, if it got canceled, I mean, there's not really,
we literally would have been stuck in our house with our parents.
We would have been stuck in our house with our parents. I mean, we would have had our phone, like, and we would have been able to call people on the landline. Oh, and there was three-way calling. So you could at least have two. Yes. You could be on your phone with your two friends. So, I mean, there's that.
Okay, and any of you watching know exactly what we're talking about. Please give us a comment if you're an 80s baby as well, or what year you were born, because half of you probably have no, and if you have no clue. This is really
aging us. This is really aging us, eh?
Three-way call. I think it did come out when we were in high school.
Yeah, and Star 69 and like all the other Star whatever.
Party lines, I heard was a big thing. I never did party line, but I heard about it.
I never did the party line. I didn't do that. Okay, anyways, back on track. So, yeah, so Aniko. Aniko is the older one and Aspen is the younger one. So Aniko's the one worried about prom. I had to look Aniko's name up. I could not remember it for the life of me. So then they get to the store and they kind of walk in and it looks pretty much the same. And then they start seeing the aisles, no toilet paper, like we all did. We've all been there. I'm sure most of you all know what we're talking about. And then Darcey, they, click over to the confessionals. And Darcey tells us that, she's not looking forward to quarantine. She's not looking forward to her extensions falling out. And my first thought is like, well, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what that's going to look like. Because if y'all have been watching any of our reviews, you know that I am not a fan of Darcey and Stacey's hair. Oh my gosh,
I am really curious.
Or their extensions, because
they did a quarantine and Stacey was cutting. It was like 90 Day at Home, the quarantine edition. Stacey was cutting out Darcey's extensions.
Ooh.
I wonder if she got him back in yet.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure of it because, hairstylists have been open now.
It depends on if salons are open back there, though. Back east, it's harder than us.
I mean,
then again, you got your hair done in California.
The salons are open here, so I guarantee. And they opened for a bit, remember? Like, things opened back up and then everything shut back down. So there's, like, time to squeak in there.
Maybe she used the hair from her car.
Ew, I hope not. She needs new hair. We're talking about Darcey. She's hoping all the restaurants don't close. And then the producers were like, yeah, no, they're closing. And then she tells us.
When that happened, I'm not going to lie. When that happened, I thought of you. Because
well, I instantly was like, oh my God. No, it's like the worst thing that could happen in my life.
They're closing.
No. And she was like, I am not built for quarantine. And at that point, I was like, dude, same girl. Same. I am right here with you. I mean, people are dying and I'm worried about missing brunch. Okay.
Like, what is open?
Pretty much, yeah.
What is open? Who is open?
Look, I started a quarantine cocktails on my Pinterest. So
you did.
I did, and I have a really good pear martini
simultaneously for everybody.
My pear martini came out of that one really good. I still make that one. Okay, let's see. So next scene, they get together as a family, and you're not allowed to go anywhere or do anything. So they are going to get together and do some family yoga, led by her daughter Aniko, which is awesome. And really I hope one day my daughter grows up and wants to lead our family in some yoga, because that would just be the cutest thing.
She's your daughter, right? I don't think she's going to lead a workout.
Okay, well, maybe she'll lead like a cheers at a brunch. I don't know. But look at my cute little new little glasses. It says cheers. It's hard to see from the light reflection. But they're little champagne flutes.
Aww.
So cute. Yeah, well, anyways, look, family goals, okay? I thought it was super cute, and I would love, I'm not there, but I would love to be. I tried yoga together. He's 4 guys, and the first downward dog I did, he flung his body into me and hyperextended my elbow. So that was our first try at quarantine yoga, and that was our last try at quarantine yoga. He has not done yoga with me.
The 4-year-old is still alive.
He's still alive. My
Barely.
elbow still hurts. Still hurts.
All right, we'll teach her. We will teach her the best.
Oh.
But yeah, it was cute. I
Then-
was shocked that Florian had never done yoga or anything.
I wasn't.
Really?
Really?
I thought yoga was like worldwide and like he's in fitness. Apparently, it's not.
I don't know. I can't see Florian hanging out doing yoga.
I can't see him doing that, but he acted like he never even heard of it.
That doesn't surprise me. I think, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, but that was,
No.
Darcey hit that handstand at the end, though.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to mention next. Like, they end it, and they're kind of messing around and being like, all right, who could do a headstand? And Darcey brings it, dude. I mean, here you go.
I mean, it was
right
like
here.
up
This
and
is her.
legs up
It was
and
great.
all the tricks.
No, she got it. I don't think I could do it. I tried to do a cartwheel for my son the other day because he asked to see what one looked like, and
now he
yeah,
has
I like
your
pulled
example.
a muscle.
Now he has your example to go off of.
It wasn't pretty, so I pulled up YouTube and I showed him a video of a proper cartwheel. That was nice.
Parenting win.
Okay, look,
Parenting.
parenting win. Okay, I have the internet and I have YouTube, and I will show you how to do it properly. Here you go. So,
I expect to see a cartwheel next
so
time
anyway,
I come
so
down there. Cartwheel next time I come down there.
he's doing really good. So they get together. Darcey decides to use this little family time out on the lawn to tell everybody about Georgie and how much she misses him, and she's excited, about their relationship, and she wants Georgie to come and visit. And the first thing her dad responds with is, "You're not getting married." She loves to be told what to do. I mean, poor Darcey.
Her dad knows her.
Her dad knows her. Poor Darcey. I mean, he's proceeding with caution, and rightly so. We all know where this is going, though. The previews already showed us. Georgie comes to visit, so it's kind of bummer. Sometimes I wish they wouldn't show us this stuff because it'd be more exciting to see it.
Right.
But we already know he's coming to visit. So Darcey, full steam ahead. Now they switch over to Florian and Stacey, and they show us that Florian and Stacey's apartment was shut down due to the virus. So now they are going to be quarantining in a hotel for a little bit until they figure out where they're going to go.
Which is very interesting that it did that, but okay.
Yeah, I don't understand it either, but whatever. And then now comes...
I think it's because it was attached to a salon. I think it was because it was attached to a salon.
Yeah. But now comes the juicy part. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. All right, we want to know what the hell happened with that chick. This is the part we've been waiting for. Then they don't really show us a ton. They show us them fighting out in the front of the hotel, like out in the driveway area. We can't really hear a lot. We just see that Stacey's kind of yelling at him, and then she tells him, like, I'm done, and she walks off, and walks off. I mean, can you even imagine, though, like, for something like this to happen, that you're having, like, the worst time with your fiancé?
And now you're quarantined with
You're in
person.
quarantine. Yeah, you can't even get away from him now. And now you're like, did he cheat on me? Did he not? What's going on? There's, like, video evidence of him in some chick's room. Like, I can't. That would suck.
In her room, on her bed.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good.
In her room, just chilling on the bed.
Yeah, Florian. No. Not good. You don't just hang out on other women's beds. And I don't even know, what did it look like, a bedroom to you or a hotel room? I couldn't quite tell. Like, that was part
to me, it looked like a hotel room.
Me too, which is what I found
like a hotel room.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that odd too.
So it was very interesting. I will say I am very glad that Stacey finally got pissed about this.
Me too. It's about time.
I feel like she's been blowing it off the whole time.
So Florian, though, is sticking to his story. He's still telling Stacey that nothing happened, and he is holding on for dear life. He is not going to let this go. I don't know. What do you guys all think? Tell us in the comments. Let us know. Do you think that Florian is a lying, cheating bastard? Or do you think that, he's telling the truth, and nothing shady really did happen with this chick besides some pictures that are suggestive. I don't know.
And do you think that him and Stacey had an arrangement prior? Because I still feel like they had some sort of arrangement.
I don't know. Stacey nor Darcey seem like the type of girls who want to have any sort of arrangement where their men are able to do things with other women. That is just.
But Stacey's also more forgiving than
she is.
Darcey,
she's more practical.
As we do see here, where he's like, I choose to believe him.
No, you're right. You're right.
When they confront each other about it.
You're right. So Stacey leaves the hotel and she drives over to her dad's house because she needs to talk to her sister and hash this out, see what her sister thinks of this video, and figure things out. Stacey shows Darcey the video. Darcey is not happy. She does not think it looks very good. However, Stacey's still staying positive, and she believes Florian that nothing happened, but it looks bad. It really sucks. Stacey, I feel bad for Stacey. She's having a really tough time here. However, I will say that she's looking really pretty in this photo, guys. Right here, like, I don't know.
She really is.
Sad looks really pretty on her right
here. I definitely think she's the prettier twin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them had some really points in this episode, I feel like, where they just looked very pretty and not overdone. And anyway, side note.
They did. And I will say, though, I can relate to okay, so obviously on one hand, I've always been like, maybe Darcey is just super jealous, X, Y, and Z. However, like, we all know that feeling, right? When your friend is hurting and you're just like, fuck this. Like,
yep.
But she's super protective of her.
She is. It's okay. You can cuss on YouTube. They don't care.
Okay, good. But yeah, we see Stacey. We also see Stacey talk about, how protective Darcey is when they were kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And how this boy was treating her wrong, and big sister, minute-wise, big
twin sister.
Exactly, which is really cute to see how protective she is.
It is really cute.
Regardless if she's jealous, regardless of what's going on.
It's super cute. And it's super cute that she is not using this as a moment to be like, I told you so, or see, I knew something was wrong or something was bad. Like, she's being protective of her sister, and she's like, you know what? I'm not buying this. I want to shut it down. Like, we're going to shut this down. Like, this is not okay. But she's not throwing it back in Stacey's face, which I was actually kind of expecting her to do because of how jealous she's been acting. I mean,
she does.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I'm glad to see that she's finally taken, she's sticking up for her sister and helping her out. Well, now we're back over to Darcey's love life, and we hear from Georgie. She was worried about him. He's okay. He sends a video of DC, and it looks crazy there. I didn't Google any of this stuff while we were going through it here. I'm in Orange County, California. So it was insane seeing all the city streets completely empty and everything so quiet and shut down. I mean, things were definitely shut down here, and the freeways were pretty empty, which was eerie. And yet kind of a nice change. I don't know. It was definitely weird and strange, but I don't live in, I'm not in LA, so I didn't get to see a city view like that. Like, that was crazy, for sure.
Did you see, like, side note, like, there were pictures, so I didn't either. I'm in Portland, Oregon. I did notice a little bit of the traffic, but I work from home, so I was like home. But I was seeing pictures of like Vegas.
Oh,
and I was like, I have never seen the streets of Vegas so empty.
Yeah.
So I think it was very interesting with this because she was like, oh, I'm so worried. Please answer your phone. And I get where she's coming from.
Yeah.
But this is where Darcey comes through, right? I think Darcey was just being needy.
I think so too. I think so too.
We're in a pandemic. Where is he gonna go?
Yeah, this isn't 9/11, and he worked in the building.
Very
so. No, I agree. And she was like trying to tell him like, I really want you to come and I want you to visit. And he's like, now's not the right time. And you could tell she was really trying to like.
I respect him for that, by the way.
Me too. Me too. I mean, we all know that doesn't
really
stick.
Respect him for saying that and being like,
yeah. No, I agree, but
and especially we think about East Coast, right? Mm-hmm. You and I are both on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments from East Coast or West Coast, because I know the East Coast got hit so much harder.
Yeah, and we're over here, so we didn't live through it over there, so we don't know.
Yeah, because New York was such a hot spot for so long. It was the first hot spot in the U.S., followed by Washington and Oregon, followed by California. Okay, we can go on forever about this.
Yeah, we could talk forever.
Yeah, she's definitely just like, I want to see you.
She wants him to come and stay with her. And, of course, he tells her, he can't. And it makes her a little bit insecure about their relationship feeling. But that's just Darcey. 100%. But at least she, held it together and it wasn't, a big crying mess or anything. She was like, all right, I'm putting on a brave face, when the right time, when it's the right time, Georgie will come and he'll be able to come and see me. So good for her on that front. All right, so that's the boring part. So back to the juicy bits. Okay, so Stacey now is meeting with Florian. And I love that she's meeting him out in the middle of kind of, it looks like nowhere, next to the water. So, if he really pisses her off, she can just push him over and,
Push him over? I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, that was my first thought when I saw them pan out and where they were standing. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's a good, nice spot, and no one seems to be around except TLC camera crew.
All the places she could have picked,
Yeah, that was a good, So Stacey is now calling him on his shit, and she wants to know it all. She is demanding, he needs to tell her, who is this girl? What happened? What didn't happen? What is going on? Why were you in her bedroom lounging on her bed? Because that looks shady no matter how you tell it. Unless she is your sister and you are home visiting your parents or visiting, you know what I mean? Unless she's a relative, that looks shady. It just doesn't look right.
I haven't had someone casually sit on my I have not had somebody visit me and casually sit on my bed since I was in high school.
Exactly.
Right? And you all go to your room to get away from mom and dad. And then if it is a hotel room, like we talked about earlier,
there's chairs.
Why did you openly go to a woman's hotel room? She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And she's gorgeous.
Well,
don't get me wrong.
We're getting to that. We are getting to that, okay? That is not far behind here. So they always cut to a damn commercial break, right, when they're getting to the good stuff. So they cut to commercial break. And then we get back, and Florian is still sticking to it. He's like, nope, never slept with her, And he's saying now that, my internet, stop it. He's saying that she tricked him into going to her hotel room, to her bedroom. I'm not quite sure how she tricked him, but she tricked him into going to her bedroom. And then she tricked him into taking those photos, those selfies with her that looked very suggestive. And then she also tricked him into
contact her and learn how to
kissing.
Trick a man into doing that.
Hi guys, sorry we're back. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, so we had to table it for yesterday. But we are back now, and we're going to finish up the review for you. So we left off, Florian and Stacey were talking by the water with nobody around. He kept sticking to his story that, nothing happened. It just looks really shady. Now he's saying that this chick tricked him somehow into her bedroom or hotel room. We're not really sure what it is. And then she tricked him into taking these photos, and she angled herself in a way that it looks like she's kissing him. I don't know. Do you guys buy this? Because I feel like that's a lot of manipulation and a lot of trickery. And it just seems a little fishy, but I guess it could happen. Maybe.
I don't know, because some of the pictures, he's laying there.
Yeah.
She's laying next to him. phone's out here. He can see what the photo is going to be.
Oh, true, because of the...
He could have moved.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, good for him. He's sticking to a story, though.
Yeah, like when you're taking a selfie, you're laying in bed.
Yeah, true. You should be able to see what you're looking like.
Yeah.
And why you would even let somebody take a selfie of you like that and have anything out there is beyond me. So Stacey, though, is going to get to the bottom of this. And she tells Florian, like, let me see your phone. I want to check it. So she checks it. However, there's a lot of conversations in his native language, and she doesn't speak it. So she, kind of is just like, all right, everything looks good. I'm guessing I'm going to trust you. So she's choosing to believe him. And she is just going to go with what he tells her, and that this other chick will set him up, lure him to her bedroom, lured him onto the bed, and lured him into suggestive photos. It's a lot of luring, but hey, I mean, the optimistic fairy tale person in me really wants to believe him, but the person who has gone through a lot of cheating and, guys not being faithful says where if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's probably a duck. So,
I think a lot of it with her, I think she's just like, well, he's here now and I can control whatever he does. So I think she's also just trying to push that in the past, because it's not like this girl lives in New York or Connecticut or wherever. Yep. She's in another country.
Yep. So she probably figures
that's part of her forgiveness.
Yeah, like just push through. Let's just get through this, and then we can go on about our life and not look back at it. Yep. Darcey's feeling the same way we are, because she has investigated now, and she found this chick's phone number, and she's like, I'm going to call her. So you were right. It was Darcey calling her and not Stacey. So Darcey's like, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Yep. And then they show her kind of walking off to be alone in an area where she can talk to the chick and find out what's going on. And I feel like finally this is the most exciting moment we've had of this season. Like finally we are getting somewhere. We are going to get some damn answers. And we're getting a little bit, we're getting some tea here, guys. I almost just wish we hadn't have seen it in like the previews and stuff, so it could like really be, new and exciting. But I'm still here for it. So
it kept us tuning in to see when it was going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. So the chick answers, and Darcey is not really here with the pleasantries. She's just cutting to the chase and says, what's going on? I want to know. The girl proceeds to say that her side of the story is that Florian found her on Instagram and slid into her DMs and started talking to her, and that he was complaining he was tired of being Stacey's little puppy and always on a leash, and that he was kind of leading her on to believe that him and Stacey were done. And she says, she believed it. So she is claiming now that she's also upset with Florian because she thought he was single. She thought him and Stacey were done, and she feels like she didn't do anything wrong because he led her to believe that she's single.
Yep.
So, and she thinks she's a victim in this situation. Guys, do you think she's a victim? I mean, I could have almost believed it, but then her attitude after that in the rest of the call seems like she's just a bitch and not a victim at all.
Yeah, she definitely seems like a bitch, because then she's just toying with it and like, I'm not going to tell you. You need to talk to him. Well, bitch, we've already talked to him.
Exactly. We're calling you because he won't tell us either. Okay. Somebody needs to fess up. So Darcey, though, I love it. She's just like, I'm not dealing with this. This is ridiculous. I want to know, did you have sex or not? And then the chick, see, this is where I'm like, yeah, victim. And she's like, what do you think? I mean, yeah, if you're a victim, you're not going to act like that. That's just ridiculous. And with that little smirk she does, I'd want to climb through that phone and smack her. I mean, yeah. Not cute.
Because Darcey was really nice about it in the beginning. She was just like, look, I want to cut to the chase. Like, I'm not going to ask you how your day was. I'm calling you for information. Tell me what happened so I know.
Yep, exactly. So we know whether to be pissed at him or not. And if she would have just been cool, but who knows? I mean, everyone wants their 5 minutes of fame, right? So now she's on camera and she's getting to act like that. So Darcey, though, is still calling bullshit on this and saying the pictures look fake and look staged, and she doesn't believe it. She has enough of this chick, and Darcey's like, screw this, and hangs up on her. So good for you, Darcey. I mean, basically, you got what you could out of her, so there's no more reasons to stay on the phone and chit-chat with this chick any longer.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I think something happened. I think this girl knew Florian and Stacey were together. I just don't think she cared. Because that's just the feeling I get from her. So, and she was acting like a brat. She wasn't acting sorry. She wasn't acting like, yeah, it was really, hurting her deep inside.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because I mean, if someone calls you and is like, hey, what happened? Like, this is, obviously I'm Stacey's sister. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know he's such an ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're divulging all the tea and saying, your sister shouldn't marry him because he lied to me, blah, blah, blah. Not that little.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I've already said too much. It's not my fault his sugar watered my eyes.
That was hilarious, her trying to, make the thing. And then Darcey being like, what?
And I will give her props, right? Because she doesn't always know. Darcey was being dumb about that, though. Darcey
was being super dumb. We all know what she was trying to get. English is not her first language. We all knew what she was trying to compare to. But I think Darcey was just trying to be snarky with that.
Oh, 100%.
So that's it. I mean,
he was pissed off at this point.
That's it, guys. That's it for this episode. I think it was a pretty good one. I think we had a lot of tea spilled. I think that there was a lot going on, and we finally got to kind of dig into it a little bit and find out, what actually happened with Florian. I mean, obviously, the only two people who will ever really know is Florian and that chick, but we all have our suspicions.
And here's hoping we find out.
Here's hoping we find out. Here's hoping we get some more video footage or something. Next week looks like it's going to be a good one too. So make sure that you guys like this video for us. It helps us out more than you know. And make sure that you subscribe and go ahead and set those notifications so you will know whenever we have our next video. And be sure not to miss us next week for episode of Darcey and Stacey number 7. All right, guys.
Gonna be a good one.
Gonna be a good one. I know. I'm excited. All right, guys. Have a fabulous week, and we will see y'all next week.